It is 11:30 in the morning on the 21st of July, 2015, and I've already gotten a couple things done. Was it today? Well, something done today was the first thing that they do was do some was it work on my finances. Was it because that's important. That's an important with it. With a self-help skill. Which with it even with it, many people who are on the upper end of the autism spectrum have difficulty with. But as I learned how to do it from my father. And of course today I'm gonna do a little bit of picking up around the house. And I've also with it yesterday I had my yearly checkup at my doctor. Up in Derry. My primary care physician. Yes, I have a woman for a primary care physician, and she was the one who initially said that, "Hey, Mr. Wood, you were on the autism spectrum." As it this is before I got my official diagnosis as having Asperger's syndrome. As it so with it. And of course, I'm one of her first patients. With it in out in the was it a real medical practice. And today I'm also with it, with it doing some other things like gotta charge up a couple camcorder batteries. And the camcorder that I'm using, well, I've got to go down to Boston tomorrow to take and shoot video for Derry, New Hampshire's Community Public Access Cable TV channel. Their in-town cable public access channel. And I'm going down to Boston to shoot video of the 25th anniversary celebration of the Americans with Disabilities Act. And of course, since I've been a volunteer for Derry, New Hampshire Community Public Access Television for a dozen years, I do get to I am allowed to borrow one of the good Canon GL2 Pro Cams. This is a good professional grade camera, video camera. Yes, it also does stills. Like a regular digital camera. But this uses the little older mini DV 1 hour record time tapes, which are really the 4mm tapes, which is half 8mm. So and of course besides the camera, I also borrow a good tripod. Good tripod, that I need. Of course, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna rig the tripod up in such a way that I could, mate it to my four-wheel rollator walker, as a person with cerebral palsy. That way, I could use the rollator walker as a camera dolly. And of course, with a Canon GL2, you can also has the attachment up top where you can plug in different types of microphones. Of course, stereo. It's stereo. And of course, I also have, I'm gonna be using a wireless microphone, so that way I can take it with it, be on camera, and perform interviews of different persons with disabilities. With it, and talking about self-advocacy. With it, and living out in the community, which is a which is a right that we disabled persons have with it, because of the Americans with Disabilities Act. And so well, anyways, as I'm going to be pretty busy, and of course, as a volunteer for Derry, New Hampshire Community Public Access Television, I get to take and shoot video of many different subjects, between agricultural fairs, local agricultural fairs, some of my own ad hoc nature walks with it, programming, that I do myself. Also, shoot town events, and I also shoot other events, that are not in Derry, but that would be of interest to the people of Derry. So and of course it does give me something to do other than sitting around at home and vegetating as an older adult with Asperger's syndrome and mild cerebral palsy.